everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of The Fixer with Middlesbrough. Today we take on Leicester City, who last time around didn't have a manager. They now do. Steven Gerrard is in charge of the Foxes to stop them sliding down the table. We are up to the dizzy heights of 17th as we look to push towards the top half of the championship table. And let's see where that goes. We have let 3 players go out, 2 on loan, 1 permanently, and 2 loan players have come in at the end of the transfer window. As we had a busy end to it, as Mika Hamilton joined Port Vale on loan, Samuel Silvera joined Dender on loan, and Semi Dieng was allowed to move to Antwerp for £750,000. Weren't featuring in the plans for me in the short term at least. Obviously Hamilton will come back in and we'll see how he gets on. We have brought in 2 players to replace those 3. Let's have a look at them. And we start with Harry Pickering. He has joined us on loan from Blackburn for the rest of the season, with no option to buy him at the end. Good solid left back. Doesn't train very well apparently, according to that at least. Was impressed when we took them on Boxing Day. And yeah, let's see how he gets on. And it's 1 goalkeeper out and 1 goalkeeper in, as Freddie Woodman has joined us from Liverpool on loan for the rest of the season. Again, no option to buy him, straight loan, but he is out of contract at Anfield in the summer. So that might be one that someone will have a look at if he performs well. He has taken over the gloves in recent weeks. So after that narrow win against Stoke City last time around, we beat Preston by 3-2 and left it late. Riley McGree with the winning goal after Conway and an own goal had put us in front. Waitman and Lukic with the reply for Preston. Then we were narrowly beaten at the Coventry Building Society Arena as Sakamoto scored the only goal for Coventry. We did bounce back with a good win against Norwich City. Edmondson and Strelec with the goals. Then we had a crazy game with Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. We were in front, and then we were 2-1 down just after half-time. Edmondson equalised. Sheffield United went back in front before Joel Piroux scored his first goal for us to equalise and finish the game. And then last time around we beat Oxford United by 3-0. A goal for Whittaker and 2 for Strelec. And those results move us on to 40 points. 13 from the playoffs, 9 from the bottom 3. So we are slowly pulling ourselves away. As I mentioned, almost up to half distance. And a win tonight could take us a couple of places, depending on what happens elsewhere, and a massive goal swing I've just seen that might need to happen. Leicester City under Steven Gerrard have not improved. 3 straight defeats, sending them 6 points away from the relegation places. But ironically, because of their goal difference, they can go back above us with a win. So here are the 2 starting lineups as Woodman starts in goal for us. Ayling, Fry, Edmondson, Pickering, Morris, Castledine, Hackney, Whittaker, Conway with Strelec leading the line. No Piroux in the squad today. Picked up a slight injury as Sorotsky starts in goal for Leicester. Pereira, Lascelles, Vestergaard, Thomas, Chowdhury, Skip, James, Fatawu, Monga with Zion Fenning, who they've got on loan, leading the line. But much like what's happening to them in real life, they are slipping down the table. And bringing in Steven Gerrard, is it a good move? I don't know. I've always said, great players don't make great managers. And Steven Gerrard was one hell of a player. But yeah, can he save this Leicester side from relegation? Because they are sliding down the table. 6 points above the bottom 3 at kick-off. Could be much closer come the end of it. Depends on us though. Can we carry on the good form we've had recently? Starting to look upwards rather than behind us, which is good. But we still have to keep an eye on what's going on behind us. Because if they start winning and we start dropping points again, then we could be dragged back into this relegation fight. And I'm not saying that the playoffs is a thing, but we'll try and get as close to it as we can and see what happens. Still plenty of time left in the season. 13 games to go. 12 after tonight. And there is a prime example. Derby County lead. They have slipped back down the table. It has been changing all the time since we've last been together. We're nearly 25 minutes in here and we haven't had a shot so far, which is great news for you guys. Swansea take the lead against Preston. Swansea looking for a return to the Premier League, and it's headed away. Leicester might be going in the opposite direction. It's deflected behind. They've had the best chance so far. We haven't got out of first gear. By the looks of it, there we go. Hackney picks it up. Tries to play it up the line. It's not the best ball, but Tommy Conway will come away with it. Leicester defending like they have been in real life. I mean, I'm one to talk. I mean, I don't know how it's going with De Zerbi at the moment, so I won't comment too much as Miska has got the ball. Looking for Conway at the far post, and Tommy Conway heads it in. It's easy. And that's how... Flags up. Stop saying everything. But it was a very easy goal that Leicester conceded there. Plays it back into Fry. Oh, gives it away. Jordan James coming through the field. That is the worst man to give it away to. He has had the shot. Oh, it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. Wow. I mean, Freddie Woodman's got no chance with this one. He's backpedaling, to be fair to him, and Jordan James takes it as early as you like, but he's got no chance at all. Leicester, having already conceded an offside goal, now find themselves in front. And that is the way the Championship crumbles, folks. So we will be going back behind Leicester in the table as it stands at the moment. And so much for looking forward. We're back to looking behind us again. Hackney with the ball, though, trying to drive us forward. Looking for Castledine. Can he find a ball across the front of goal? He will find Ayling instead. Into Whittaker. 1-2. Bit of pace on it. Because, yeah, don't be too static. Castledine down inside the penalty area. Flags up. Offside. Offside. Again. As the ball is with Pickering. On towards Conway. Inside to Strilek. Back into Conway it goes. Nice bit of football from us coming out from the back. But haven't done much with it so far tonight. Got to change that. Vestergaard heads it away. Hackney picks it up. Will he get a shot away? He will. Tipped over the bar. Fourth official holds up 2 minutes. I thought the bloody offside flag had gone up again. And we need to have a word at half time because, yeah, it's not been great, has it? 1-0 down at the break. Leicester making all the running. Although, yeah, as I say, they did concede just before that, but went straight up the other end and scored. Get your act together. I think I can be harsh like that, can't I? We don't want to get dragged back into this relegation battle. We've done well to pull ourselves away from it. And as with lack of attacking options, we have got Sarmiento on the bench to bring on. He may well be used in short order. Pereira's got the ball into Fatawu. He tries to get away from Pickering. Easier said than done with Harry Pickering, as I mentioned. Good player in the Championship. Good challenge from Tommy Conway. Skip flying in, as Oliver Skip does. And Fatawu picks it up. Trying to pick out a Leicester teammate inside the penalty area. Or will he go alone? He went alone. Wow. Leicester have a second. At the start of the second half. All Fatawu's making. And they've scored 2 crackers, to be fair, from his own half. Plays a nice 1-2 with Pereira. To be fair, we should have picked up the ball there. We weren't committed in the challenge. Not saying that Conway ducked out of it, but Oliver Skip was more into it than he was. And then Fatawu sends 2 the wrong way. And Freddie Woodman, he's got no chance again. It's 2-0. And an immediate reaction from me. It's going to have to be, isn't it? Conway. It's going to be the man to come off. Not because of his performance, just because out of the players, he's on the lowest rating at the moment. Strilek is still going to have to stay out there. We have no other striker to bring on. But do we make a change in the shape? Let's take off Morris because we don't really need him. right now. Let's put Riley McGree on. And let's put him into the 10 position. Does that kind of work? Yes, it does. Thank you very much indeed. Although I've just realised I haven't changed the out of possession. I hate this in possession, out of possession lark. It frustrates me. Let's see if we can play on the front foot. 2-0 down. 40 minutes to play. Can we pull it out of the fire? No. I mean, I've not seen it enough yet so far to suggest that it will happen. But you never know. Especially if they keep fouling us like that. Leicester will try and slow this game down as much as they can from here. Has it been a smash and grab? No, I wouldn't have said so. 2 quality goals from Leicester City. As the ball goes towards Strelec at the far post, Sarmiento won't pick it up. As Fleming tries to get Leicester on the counter, and this is where they are dangerous on the counter-attack. Got a man over in Monga, and he plays it through to James for 3-0, and it's Leicester have a third. Oh, offside flag goes up. We've got to get ourselves back into this pretty damn quick. Otherwise, the points are going to Leicester. The goalkeeper, who has been tested, albeit offside. Yeah, it's not been great from us in front of our home support. Having the Middlesbrough wobble, as I like to call it. It always happens this time of the season. As Monga in behind. Good save from the keeper. So the ball is with Thomas. Pass into space. I mean, we can't exactly pass it to one another, let alone pass it into space. Lascelles into Ramsey. Too much space again for Leicester. Mavadidi picking it up. Have got quality in this Leicester side. That's why I think they'll be all right in the Championship, although they've got some work to do. The ball is knocked away. Chowdhury picks it up in towards Ramsey. And we are absolutely nowhere today. 20 minutes to play. Morgan Whittaker's going to come off at this point. That's what I mean. We are, chasing shadows. So Sarmiento's going to go to the other side. And it's going to be Gilbert to come on. We've got Riley McGree out there. Yeah, that makes more sense. Take off Hayden Hackney as well. Has another great game. Barlas is going to come on for him. And we might as well bring on Barunga for Harry Pickering. Might as well. Just chuck everything at the wall and see what happens. But, yeah. If you don't create chances, you ain't going to score goals in this division. In any division. And it's leaving me a little bit annoyed, to be honest, because we've done pretty well recently. Steven Gerrard looks happy. Maybe good players do make good managers. Great players make good managers. I don't really know anymore. Doesn't seem to be the thing, does it, in real life? But on Football Manager, it seems that Steven Gerrard is going to get one over on me today. He's going to pick up his first win as Leicester manager. Unless the collapse happens. But I doubt it. Gilbert with the ball. Trying to find Sarmiento at the far post, and it's headed over the bar. And that about sums up the day. Not been a fantastic performance. Hopefully the results around us have not dragged us back into this fight, but Leicester will leapfrog us in the table as a result of this. And it's back to the drawing board as Charlton look like they've got a late winner at West Brom. That's a big goal. As Iwu's got the ball in towards Dick Cordova-Reid. Can say that one pretty well. As the ball is beyond his man. Don't let him shoot. That's what we haven't been at it again. In terms of closing these players down. And it looks like, well, it is going to be Leicester's 3 points to take back down the road with them. And then mid-table obscurity by the looks of it. Unless we get sucked back into the relegation battle. It was going to be a hard task to make the playoffs. Hopefully we can still make it into the top half. That'd be a nice thing. As, Vestergaard adds the third. And that's about it. Write it off. Move on to the next one. It's pretty much what I'm going to do. It is a free header inside our penalty area. And it's Leicester 3, Middlesbrough 0. That is not a great result for us. In the nicest possible way, they're going to get a bollocking at full time. because they just haven't been at it at all today. Gilbert with the ball. Trying to drive inside the penalty area, maybe too late for a consolation. And we aren't even going to get that. Middlesbrough 0, Leicester City 3. Big win for Leicester. Stops the slide. Takes them back above us in the table. And hopefully the results elsewhere, although I can see a couple that have gone against us. And yeah, that is a rough one. Right then, so let's start with Tuesday night in the Championship. Derby won 4-1 at Hull, which is a massive win for Derby. There's our defeat to Leicester. Southampton and QPR drew 0-0. Stoke with a big win as well over Oxford. Swansea beat Preston, but only by a goal to 0. Watford beat Ipswich. Charlton beat West Brom, and Portsmouth beat Wrexham. And on Wednesday, Bristol City won the Battle of the Bees against Blackburn. Millwall lost to Birmingham. Norwich beat Sheffield Wednesday, and Coventry and Sheffield United finished 0-0. So, what does that mean for us, I hear you say? Well, Derby County come out of the bottom 3. As a result of that, we are 7 points away from the relegation places with 12 games left to play. Not too much damage done towards the top, because not many of them won. So we're only 14 points off the playoffs. I say only 14, because there are a clutch of sides on 40. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on 40? 4 on 40. Wrexham on 43. And sliding down the table themselves. So yeah, still plenty to play for going into the final third of the season. Okie dokie, so what we're going to do, we're going to take on Birmingham, we're going to take on QPR, and we're going to take on Charlton. We're going to come back for that game with Bristol City at the midpoint of March. And if things all go well, and we win our 3 games, and Bristol City don't win any games, we'll be level on points with them by the time we get to that one. Wishful thinking, probably, but you never know. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.